Ah, teenage love, a veritable roller coaster of raging hormones and regular heartbreak. Think of it like the acne of adolescence, as common as pimples on prom night. Now let's check in on our man Zack Morris, suddenly single and ready to make his mark on the world. With his fresh bachelor status, he decides to dip his toes in the pond full of college girls. It's at an over-18 nightclub, in case you were wondering. You see, Zack ain't no shrinking violet when it comes to challenges. He's like the Rocky Balboa of high school dating, always ready for a good fight. And boy does he meet his match in Danielle, a college girl who's got brains, charm, and a whole lot of that Zack's high school playbook just can't match. But hey, they do say fortune favors the bold, and Zack's as bold as a leopard print Speedo. So what's a guy to do? Well, he does what any sitcom teenager with an ounce of self-respect would. He fibs about how many candles were on his last birthday cake. Lying about one's age, though, is like trying to juggle with soap bars, hilariously slippery. And Zack's about to discover his hands are covered in butter. But hold up, it's not all subterfuge and scandal. There's comedy gold buried here, folks. It's in the form of fake IDs, masterminded by Screech, Zack's loyal wingman and reigning king of the geeks. With a mischievous twinkle in his eye and a few taps on his Stone Age computer, Screech churns out fake IDs that could fool even a Hollywood bouncer. These little laminated lies are the keys to the kingdom, or more specifically, the attic. A nightclub that's as out of reach for them as a decent haircut. And just when you thought Zack's plan couldn't spiral any further into sitcom chaos, enter Jeff, the boyfriend who cheats more often than a third grader in a spelling bee. Get ready, folks. Things are about to get deliciously complicated. In the whirlwind world of Zack Morris, truth is less like a stranger and more like that weird uncle no one talks about at dinner. And here comes the truth bomb. Kelly's boyfriend Jeff is less Prince Charming and more Rat King. Yeah, you heard that right. Navigating the labyrinth of teenage hormones, our intrepid trio stumble neck-deep into a fake ID adventure. Destination, the attic, a nighttime hive buzzing with city slickers, and surprise, surprise, a boyfriend who's playing a game of human chess. There he is, Romeo, Jeff, cuddling up to a Juliet that definitely didn't look like our Kelly. Our boys are in a kosher dill of a pickle now. Do they spill the beans about Jeff's roving eye or zip it to save Kelly from Heartbreak City? Quite the moral maze, isn't it? But hold on, this is Saved by the Bell, where comedic karma is the main dish. Now enter Zack Morris, the very same Zack nursing a crush on a co-ed, and the mastermind behind this fake ID circus. Drawing the short straw, he gears up to drop the bomb on Kelly. Imagine the scene. Zack, the resident class clown, navigating the choppy waters of grown-up conversation. It's like watching a T-Rex perform ballet. Wildly out of place, but impossible to tear your eyes away from. And then, the moment of truth. Zack, stumbling over words, struggling to softly tell Kelly that her boyfriend is a first-rate rat. Kelly, eyes wide as dinner plates, gives him the "yeah, right" treatment. It's the classic shoot the messenger scenario, only this time the messenger is also the guy who lit the fuse. But let's face it, truth is like a band-aid. Ripping it off hurts, and this time it's Kelly who's left playing Florence Nightingale to her own broken heart. Welcome to the fantastical realm of Zack Morris, where proving a point is less tell, more show, less speak, more action. Now how does our boy Zack get Kelly to see the light? A to the nightclub, of course, because nothing screams revelation louder than disco balls and strobe lights. No one does ridiculous quite like Zack, but folks, this idea is off the charts. He ropes in Kelly, Jesse, and Lisa into his grand scheme. The key to this operation? Fake IDs. Because what else screams underage louder than trying to get into an 18-plus nightclub with a counterfeit card? Enter stage right Screech, a hero you'd least expect in a situation you'd hardly imagine. Given the arduous task of creating the fake IDs, Screech is no Leonardo da Vinci, but he's got heart, and apparently, an endless supply of printer ink. The outcome? Fake IDs that look like a preschooler's art project gone wrong. But they get the job done. The girls' reactions to their fake IDs are like watching a silent film comedy. Jessie, the rule-abiding citizen, looks like she's bitten into the world's sourest lemon. Lisa, she's rolling on the floor laughing. And Kelly, our dear Kelly, she's as lost as a deer caught in disco lights. Then comes the grand premiere. The girls, armed with their laughable IDs, follow Zack and company into the Lion's Den, the nightclub. Everyone's on edge as they hand over their IDs to the bouncer. The suspense could cut through a block of cheese. And they're in. The operation is a success, just like saying a bicycle is a rocket. But victory has never tasted so sour. Kelly meets the harsh reality when she sees Jeff with another woman, The sting operation, while being a comedic masterpiece, has a real sting in its tail. Kelly's heart breaks and we're left with the sad trombone sound effect. As the saying goes, seeing is believing. Kelly finally sees the truth about Jeff. But the cost? It's like buying a golden goose, but finding out it only lays scrambled eggs. When the cosmic lottery of Zack Morris's life calls the numbers, there's always a bingo. Or in this case, a surprising telephone call. After the sting operation, Kelly's reaction was a cocktail of disbelief and shock, punchier than the dollar drinks served at the attic. But what's a sitcom without a healthy pouring of heartbreak, eh? And then our golden boy Zack. Amidst the whirlwind of calamities, he clung onto his relationship with Danielle, confirming that some ships do manage to glide through hurricanes. Shakespeare, eat your sonnets out. The maraschino cherry on this comedic monstrosity was the stray telephone call. Oh, you heard it right. Zack's nocturnal shenanigans didn't fly under the radar. His sweet, clueless mother-turned-unwilling detective stumbled upon his secret because of a call that found the wrong ears. So what's the moral of this story? In the realm of Zack Morris, things go as planned as a bull in a china shop. Yet somehow, all the broken pieces assemble themselves, with plenty of laughs sprinkled on top. And thus, in the grand tradition of Zack Morris, a plan that started with a whopper of a lie, ends with a truth that'd make fiction blush. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the verdict of Zack's actions. Ah, Zack Morris, a name that rings through sitcom history like an ambulance siren. You see folks, Zack Morris is not just trash, he's the landfill of sitcom characters. He's the guy who makes you laugh, cringe, and question the very fabric of morality, all within a span of 22 minutes. He's the guy who will sell your secrets for a quick buck, then buy you a soda to make up for it. Let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? Remember when he convinced Screech to pretend to be an alien to attract tourists to Bayside? Or when he sold Lisa's parents' anniversary video to a reality show? Or how about the time he used subliminal messages to make girls at Bayside fall in love with him? And let's not forget his recent escapade, the sting operation that left Kelly in shock and his own mother suspicious. So why is Zack Morris trash? It's not because he's malicious or evil. No, Zack is trash because he's Zack. He's a tornado of chaos, leaving a trail of comedic devastation in his path. He's the guy who sees a line and doesn't just cross it, he pole vaults over it with a grin on his face. Let's review. Zack Morris, our beloved protagonist, is in fact trash, but he's our trash, and we wouldn't have it any other way. So here's to Zack, the king of sitcom trash. Long may he reign.